vortex. I just took a bunch of unnecessary photographs, not realizing that I didn't hit the record button. I really am like technology illiterate, and I figure out how to work things by first fucking them up, even if I do read the instructions. I have this really bad habit of not reading the instructions, or if I do, I just kind of, glaze over them, or I don't really pay attention. But that's my fault. That's my fault. Isn't this thing really cool? It'd be way cooler if they played in it. Isn't that right? She's looking at me like a dog. You know how dogs like tilt their head to the side when they're confused? Maybe they're not confused. We just think they're confused because they look confused. We don't fucking know what they're thinking. We'd like to think that, but I hate the fact that animals have way more of a personality than human beings. I'd much rather watch animals behave, because with humans it's just very depressing. But they can't control the consciousness of animals quite as well as they can humans for obvious reasons. We have brains and cognitive development, hopefully. We're at the top of the food chain for a reason, but it's crazy that we're where we are as a society. It's like we have sex like dogs. We lick each other's buttholes like dogs. Okay? And we're irresponsible like cats. We do something fucked up and then run away and act like it wasn't us. Even though there's a lot of documentation now. But much like cats, we don't care about it, And then you see these autistic kids that behave just like monkeys that want to like rip your limbs off. There's some kid that I saw that came into the restaurant where I work, and he was just freaking the fuck out, dude. Like, they had to take him outside because he couldn't even be in a public space. Now, I will say he kind of acted like he was being possessed by a demon or some shit, but I realized that that's the wrong way to look at it. Because whenever you say something like that, it almost seems like you're blaming them when they're a kid, So, but what is that? Bad genes? Bad environment? Or just a fucking demon, It could be any number of things. Yeah, but if you talk about demon possession in relation to children, like, people tend to get upset. But that's probably a pretty logical explanation considering the fact that the AI was sent here to kill us. And, of course, society couldn't wait to be distracted until that eventually happened. That's why I don't give a shit anymore. I do my art, I read my Bible, I go to work. I try to be of service wherever I can. But, there's a lot of stuff that I can't do shit about. I guess that's why my posters are so offensive. There's this guy in the Nashville comedy scene who is pissing a lot of people off. He's a white liberal dude, if that tells you anything. But like, oh no, he's saying stuff that a typical religious person would consider blasphemous, but it's really not, because he's not like implying that God is going along with anything he's saying. He's just expressing himself and the fact that he grew up religious and didn't like it. And I've seen that with a lot of comics. But, he's allowed to say whatever the fuck he wants to say up there. People need to stop getting mad that people say stuff that they don't like. I mean, God is fucking chill. Be still and know that I am God, you know? I think about that a lot when I get stressed out about the world and the way that it is. Because it's not our responsibility to like stop people from saying mean things about God. I mean, I think God can take it. He's God, And also, his son died on a cross, so I don't really understand. Don't worry, that's not blood. It's marker. I don't know. I just don't understand that, like, why people get offended that people say stuff that goes against like their religion. Because if you want to complain about woke people getting offended about the pronoun crap, you can't really complain about people talking smack about your religion because that's how they feel about it. I just think everybody needs to get over getting offended because it does not accomplish anything. It's like bad behavior should offend people, not bad words or bad thoughts or bad ideas. You know? They're just words. And like I said, God can fucking take it, dude. You act like God's a little weakling. You act like God's a feminist or some shit. Please stop doing that. Please stop doing that. Look at my amazing poster. That's the biggest poster I've ever done. Yeah. It's all about my sexual identity. my sexual identity, my gender identity, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I really don't care. Whatever people want to call me, it doesn't matter. Like, because I know what I am and I know what I believe in and I know the things that I'm not. So it's like people can say whatever they want, but it's not going to make a difference in the way that I live, you know? Surely, I'll think about it perhaps, I'm talking about it right now, but it's not going to change my well-being or, the way that I am, you know? Well, I guess the CD is over. Goodbye, Vortex.